What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're doing the crab omelet. We're gonna top it off with some delicious Manchego Poblano sauce. One of my good friends, one of my wife and I good friends, Laura, aka Lo, asked for a crab omelet, and it's here. You know I got you, girl. You know you like fam. And if this is for also for people who also want something for their husband, or their wife, or boyfriend, or girlfriend, or you in like a little middle area, and you like, man, I'm trying to ease on in there. This is for you. No more talking. Let's cook. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so first thing first, we're going to start off with the sauce. Because while the sauce is resting after cooking it, we'll make the omelet and then we're going to top the omelet off with the sauce. Let's do it. Alright, so first we're going to add 3/4 a cup of heavy whipping cream. Now we're going to add 1/3 a cup of our grated Manchego cheese. Make sure it's fresh. All right, now we're going to add our pureed Poblano. Make sure it's 1 whole Poblano. And this is steamed before I grind it up as well. All right, now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sherry wine. Then we're going to squeeze a nice little lemon in there to make sure we can offset the heavy cream. And we're going to add a dash of salt just to give it a little more flavor to the salad. This Manchego sauce is really good. I mean, always taste to make sure it's just right for you. Oh man. I love the cheese factor in this. The Manchego has a salty but smooth flavor and I love that. And this is gonna be fresh Manchego, by the way, guys. So make sure you get fresh Manchego, and I grated it myself. Now, towards the end, when we put the omelet on the plate, we put the sauce on it, we're gonna put a little bit more Manchego over it, just for a little more love, because we all love a little more cheese, right? All right, let's make the omelet now. All right, so now we're gonna add in our 3 eggs. Salt, and we're going to add a dash of black pepper. I'm going to stir this until it's well blended. And remember guys, if you are like, how do I even make an omelet? Go watch the first video, my last post. That's where I show you how to make just a basic omelet. But let's get back to the crab omelet now. All right, so first we're gonna make sure our pan is nice and warm. We're gonna add our non-stick spray. Make sure it doesn't stick. Now we're gonna add our 1 tablespoon and a half of butter. We're gonna make sure we spread it around, make sure the pan is well coated. We're gonna make sure that all the flavors absorb the butter, but we're gonna make sure that none of the items stick. Now we're adding 1/4 a cup of our red bell peppers, and 1/4 a cup of diced shallots. You can stir it in, toss it however you want to, as long as the flavors are being well blended and everything is getting saturated with the butter. That's what we want. All right, now we're gonna add 1/2 a teaspoon of minced garlic. And then we're gonna add 1/2 a cup of crab meat. Now we'll make sure I'm using white crab meat. The crab meat that's mainly going to be in the breast. That's going to be the best flavored crab meat. If you get blue, it will not have as much fat as the white in the chest. It's going to be a lot more flavorful, a lot more lean, a lot more buttery. It's going to be delicious. nice little toss before we add our eggs to it. And before that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. This is going to give it that nice herb depth flavor to our omelet. Plus, I love herbs, of course. Alright, now make sure the crab is just, make sure it's not lumpy. Make sure everything is nicely distorted all around our pan. Then we're going to add our eggs to all the ingredients. And when we add the egg to the pan, you want to make sure your pan is already hot, not overheated to where your egg will start burning, but just to the point to where it start being able to have form. Because you want to gently push in the sides so the egg is able to cook the bottom layer while the top layer is basically being spread out around the pan. That's what you want. Now, as you begin to do this, you're going to start noticing that the pan is getting a little bit hotter. So just make sure that you are watching your sides, that you're watching the bottom. You don't want your omelet to be getting scorched. You want to make sure that your omelet is nice and yellow. The butter, you want to make sure it grabs all the flavor. Now, after this point, once you see that your top is basically almost cooked and all your sides are nicely holding form, we're going to get ready to flip it. Boom. So now that we have it flipped now, I'm just giving it a nice little shake to make sure that it's being cooked all around the bottom. Right there when I flipped it, I turned the pan down a little bit because I want to make sure that it doesn't get overheated. And then I'm going to get ready to fold it. I'm going to do a tri-fold on it to give it a more beautiful look, a more beautiful angle. So when I plate it, it really gives that look like to be able to wow the person. You want to be able to create a nice presentation on your plate when you do an omelet. And now I'm just letting it finish cooking on out because I want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through while still being fluffy and holding its form. Now I'm going to put it on the plate, and this is the best part. Now I'm going to add the Poblano Manchego cheese on top. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Now we're going to add a little bit more cheese. See, that's the Manchego cheese right there, guys. We're going to nicely grate this right on top of it. Watch it melt on top, and my lips and my eyes are already loving what I'm seeing. What I mean by lips, I mean by right now I'm currently lipping them. I mean licking them because it looks so good. Now I'm adding my dried parsley on top. All right, guys, and this is the way it looks. Let's get ready to dig in. So excited. All right, guys, now here comes the favorite part of the video. Tasting the food, yes, oh yes. All right, guys, here we go. You see it right here. Get a good zoom in on that. Oh, look at that, go ahead. Go ahead, why don't you go ahead. All right, now this is for you, Lo. Let's dig in, man. Oh, by the way, before I do that, remember, if you want to see a particular omelet, hit me down below. And you can ask for anything, and trust me, I'll make it. But let's get into this now. Look at this, man. Let's go ahead. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. I mean, I could just let y'all kind of see in there real quick for you. All you see is all that crab, that sauce is cheesy, it's gooey, it's everything nice. I'm too excited. Let me calm down, man. Let me calm down, man. I'm trying to be cool, but it smells too good. I'm speechless. I'm speechless, man. I'm done. Dude, I don't know. Let me try to break it down. This fresh cheese right here, first of all, fresh cheese makes a huge difference. The flavors are like bang, a bang, a bang. Oh, it's literally like the sauce is comforting it, right? The egg is soft and fluffy. The poblano pepper is coming out with a nice savory sweetness to it. Because when you steam it and you actually let it actually sit, the condensedness of it, the little sweet enzymes comes out. You put that with the heavy cream. Then you add the lemon to kind of bring out the lemon brings out the pop in the heavy cream. The cilantro is like right there. The onion, the shallots are just so good. I love shallots. The red peppers, the butter, everything is just like building. It's just like, and when you bite into it, and then the crab had the nerve. It had the nerve to absorb all the butter flavor. Y'all ain't hearing me. The crab had the nerve to absorb all the butter, to absorb all the onions and the peppers and the garlic and the sauce and the wine, all of it. Look at here, man. I wish y'all was here. I wish you all was here. This is hitting. Hey, I ain't got no more talking to do. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm finna kill this omelet. Finna make one for the wifey and Soraya. Hey, y'all hit me down in the comments. Let me know if you all like it. Let me know. This will be the omelet series. So once again, if you want to see the ingredients, put in your comments down below. But until next time, let's keep cooking.